Good afternoon, and welcome to Midday Meditation at Creative Living Fellowship in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Dhamana, Shauri, and I'm a remote practitioner at CLF, and I am so honored to be leading you in this meditation today. So first, I want you to clear your mind of everything. Not what you're going to do after the meditation's over and not what you already did, whether it was fabulous or not so fabulous. Just clear your mind and be completely present because you don't want to miss any of the next 30 minutes of deliciousness. So let us all take a deep breath together. In and out. And another in and out. And one final one in and out. It always helps to breathe. And on those conscious breaths, I invite you to surrender. Surrender first to the silence. Then you hear the sound of the ancient monk Om chant. I'm so glad you joined us today. And I certainly hope you feel better at the half hour than you did when you entered. Thank you so much. Let us begin. And as we begin, I'm going to take another deep breath of gratitude. Because that's what I'm feeling right now. Gratitude. And as we all know, gratitude is a gift we give ourselves. So today we're going to go shopping. And if you've been with us before, yes, we're going shopping at the Spirit Mall. So I want you to take the biggest bag you've got because you're going to need it. Because we're going shopping for enough stuff to last us the rest of the week. So this is one big giant store at the Spirit Mall. And we're going to walk in and go over to the joy counter. And I want you to get as much joy as you can fit in that bag, because you can never have too much joy. Joy for times of celebration. Joy for times of new things. This is back to school time. And if you have a child in your life who's going back to school or who's already begun school, make sure you send them off with some joy. Joy for the process of learning. Because that education is something that can never be taken away. So send them out every morning full of joy that you can give them in a great big hug. Tell them that they're fabulous and you want them to have a fabulous day. And when they come home, give them a hug. Tell them how glad you are to see them. And we know that habits sink in. And so if that child hears it enough, on days where they may not be feeling fabulous, they'll still think it because you've planted those seeds. Take some joy for a neighbor who might not be doing so well lately. And give them joy in whatever way you think would be best. A phone call, some flowers that you've picked out of your garden. Maybe you have a vegetable garden. Take them a couple of tomatoes or something from your harvest. You just want to let them know you're thinking about them and that they are valuable, because they are. So put enough joy in your bag to share with your neighbor. So let's go on over to the love counter. And we know love shows up in so many, many ways. And maybe you have love for a fur baby because they give love so easily and effortlessly. We can learn something from our fur babies. And maybe you want to take a toy home or a new treat. And if you don't have a fur baby, maybe you know someone who does. And you can buy them something for the next time you see them. It will definitely be appreciated. Fur babies never take a gift and put it on the shelf, never to be seen or heard from again. They are appreciative. And maybe you want to show some love for someone you haven't talked to in a very long time, but who's been on your mind because of something they bring to your life. They may make you smile when you think about them. And you want to take a moment to let them know that. Send them a card. They will really be surprised by that because that's become a lost art. Actual mail, not email, not text, an actual mail with a stamp on it. Buy a card and send it to someone just to let them know you're thinking about them. That's love. Cook a meal or deliver a meal for someone who would appreciate it. Everyone eats. And it would be a wonderful thing to not have to cook or wonder where that next meal is coming from. So pick up a meal for somebody. And remember, love is a verb. If you're not doing it, does someone really know you're loving them? And we're not talking about money. Love does not cost a dime. And let's mosey our way over to the peace counter. And there's peace stacked up on top of the counter, behind the shelves, in the storage rooms, because we can never, ever, ever have too much peace or run out of peace. Remembering that we take peace with us. Peace isn't something you get unless you're at the spirit store. You don't get it from a book or a class or a lecture. Peace is an inside job. Begins within you. And you share it. You take it with you and you give it away. So get lots of peace. You may be able to use it if there's some discord someplace where you happen to find yourself, and just share words of calm. And you can absolutely use it for yourself during your day, on your commute to work, walking down the street in a crowded elevator, at a staff meeting where voices are raised. And without a doubt, when you look at what's going on in the world, peace, the peace that passeth all understanding. So load up that bag with peace. And we're going to make one more stop in the spirit store. Light. Your light, that internal light. The kind that you find when someone smiles and they light up the room. Or walking in somewhere with an uplifted attitude. And that lightens things up. Things don't feel as heavy or as burdensome. And that light may come in the form of a compliment, a kind word, or by a lighthearted joke. Humor can always lighten the space. So get as much light as you can get, can fit in your bag, and get plenty for you so that you can shine your light ever so brightly. So brightly that it lights a path for someone else. Because just like a candle, when you use one candle to light another, it takes nothing away from that first candle. And when you shine your light and give it away, it takes absolutely nothing away from you. So yes, now for the rest of this time, I would like for you to ponder the gifts you've gotten in the Spirit Mall and what you can do with them today, tomorrow, next week. Your joy, your love, your peace, your light, all qualities of God, all qualities of the one source. So see what you can do to those gifts to make your day a better day, to make someone's life more uplifted, and to help heal our planet. With your gifts from the Spirit Mall. I'll surrender to the silence for the rest of our time together. And thank you for joining us for Midday Meditation. I hope you feel more uplifted. And I hope you got some good ideas on what to do with the goodies you got in the spirit store. And if you ever run out, which is impossible, you can always go back all by yourself. You don't need to travel anywhere. Just go. Go frequently. Thank you for joining us for Midday Meditation. We hope you'll join us again soon. Have a wonderful day.